Business credit training for new business, the free money edition. Unlock the power of true business credit that's linked to your EIN, not your social security number, requires no personal guarantee, and can be obtained even if you're just starting out. Okay? Welcome everybody. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr. I'm gonna show you how to build business credit. I'm gonna show you all the steps that you need to build business credit. Okay. Um, and if you're in the chat on the Zoom chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, put in the comments or in the chat, put in the name of your business and tell me what y'all do at your business or what you're trying to do. All right. I'm gonna get this thing going. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen. Let me do this. Okay, here we go, y'all. Business credit training. I'm going to show you all the steps to build business credit and get funding for your business. My name is Noel A. Booker Sr. Here goes my contact info. But check out these buttons at the bottom of this list here. All right, the green button. That's how you can get That's how you can get a, um, a free guide on how to build business credit. Just go to businesscreditbuilder.us/free guide. The blue button, if you want to talk to us about the services that we provide, which is accounting and bookkeeping, web hosting and websites, building up your business credit, getting access to loans. Okay, just get a free business credit consultation by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/consult. And if you think you qualify for funding now, just go to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding. All right. Okay, what we will cover today: how you can get business credit within 7 days or less. That's linked to your EIN, not your social, even if you're a startup or have bad personal credit now. Then immediately start using it to get the credit you want and need, even from major sources like Target, Walmart, Staples, Lowe's, Visa, Mastercard, and more. How you can access loans and credit lines even as a startup, have credit challenges, or lack collateral. Okay? Most people fail trying to get money and grow their business. Most don't know that EIN credit can be built regardless of personal credit quality. Many apply for credit in the wrong order. Okay? See, building business credit is a step-by-step process. Each step is needed for the next step. So there's no skipping steps. All right? Many entrepreneurs don't know that money is available based on business strengths, what I call the 3 C's of funding. And this is serious. This is serious to understand right now, right? That when you as a business and you want to go get apply for a loan or some funding or something, they're going to see how fundable your business is. Are you going to pay the bill back, right? So these are the 3 things that they definitely are going to be looking at. The 3 C's of funding: credit, collateral, cash flow. Now, if you got all 3 of these, then you could possibly qualify for an SBA loan. The SBA loans are the best place to get money for your business because they give you a bunch of money. They spread the terms out over long term, over many years, and you get better rates. Okay. Um, so that's the best place, right? That's if you got all 3 of these. Now, if you got 2 of them, then you could possibly qualify for a term loan. Okay. If you have 1 of these, Depending on which one that you do have, then you could qualify for money right now. Okay? Now, if you have none of these for your business and you're brand new, then that's when you start with business credit. And as you build business credit and strategize, you get access to more and more money. All right? So let's get into it. All right? Let's do it. What is business credit? Business credit is credit that is obtained in the business name. With business credit, the business builds its own credit profile and credit score for its EIN number. The credit is in the business name and based on the business's ability to pay, not the business owner's ability to pay. The business can then qualify for revolving store credit cards like Staples, Lowe's, Sam's Club, Costco, and more. Now, remember I said step by step process. Each step is needed for the next step, and you can't skip steps, all right? So I'm not going to teach you the shortcuts. I'm gonna teach you the real steps, okay? All right. Deal? Deal. Okay, why business credit is awesome. Business credit has no effect on your personal credit. No personal guarantee is needed to build business credit. Business credit building is fast compared to personal credit. Because, like with your personal credit, there's 5 factors that affect your personal credit. With business credit, there's one factor, and that's how you pay your bills. With business credit, you can offset current expenses. With business credit, you can increase your approval amounts with better rates and terms. Okay? No collateral, cash flow, or good credit is needed to build business credit. Okay? And once you got business credit, you get access to loans and credit lines with the best rates. Because when you have business credit, it shows a lender I make I got a business. I operate it with my business credit. I use my accounts and I pay all my bills on time. That's what having business credit does. Just like you individually, right? You go buy a car, they want to know what you got some money coming in. You got credit. Do you pay bills on time, right? And how much money you got up front? That's the collateral part, right? So same deal. All right. Okay. Every successful business in America has business credit. Okay. What you see now is what anybody can see for free. Okay. Hey, Anna. um, this is what everybody can see for free. If you go to the Experian website, there's a place that you can put in your business name and address and come up with something like this. This one is for Facebook Incorporated. They're in Menlo Park, California. But the piece that I want to bring to your attention is the number of trade lines. You see that? Trade lines. So let's go over what a trade line is real quick. Just so we're on the same page. And I want to make sure we're on the same page right from the beginning because this is the basis for building business credit, these trade lines. So this is what a trade line is. You go to the store, they give you an account that you can buy stuff on credit, right? So then you go to the store. You can get nowadays. We're gonna get a shit, right? But anyway, we can buy something. We get the item, and they give us an invoice, right? And they tell us what the invoice tells us when to pay and all that stuff, right? So then, when we pay it, this is what happens. The company that we got the company we just bought the stuff from, they send a report to the business credit reporting agencies. The business credit reporting agencies put that information, and the information is this. They send this report. The report says XYZ company, they got an account with us. Their limit is X amount of dollars. um, they made a purchase and they paid it off in X amount of days. And they send that report to the business credit reporting agencies. The business credit reporting agencies put that on your credit profile. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one trade line. Does anybody have any questions on what a trade line is before we even go forward? Now, at that vendor that we got this trade line now, you can make other purchases other than that first purchase. When you continue to make purchases or transactions, they call that experiences. And the more positive experiences, the better you're looking, right? Positive experiences meaning you bought something and paid it on time. And those go on your credit report and make you look good. All right? All right. No questions on the trade line. Let's go. Microsoft. You see that, right? They got 131 trade lines, no doubt. But yo, Walmart, they're like the king of business credit, right? This is what Walmart does. 80% of all the revenue that they take in comes from business credit. So they'll go to a company like Bounty and be like, "Yo, Bounty, let me get a truckload of toilet paper." Right? Now, the owner of Walmart won't go in his pocket and pay it. He won't get the accounting department to write a check for it. It just shows up at the store. They put it on the shelf. We go in there and buy the toilet paper. They take our money and pay it on time. And then Bounty says, "Hey, you did that good. Here's 5 truckloads. Here, keep flipping that." Y'all already know this is nothing new, right? I'm not telling you nothing new, right? So, um, and that's how business is done at the big corporate level and the small business level, at the corner store. At the corner store, when the bread comes, they're not paying for that bread right there. They're counting how many units came in, how many units went out. All right? This is how business credit is done. And how we can help Business Credit Builder. We show you how to make your business credible in the eyes of the lender. Our high-tech software, powered by artificial intelligence, helps you build your business credit to access high limit store credit, business loans, and credit lines. We work with all legitimate types of funding programs that are available today, offering funding through hundreds of investors and lenders, excuse me, through a multitude of different funding programs. All right. Well, how do you build business credit? Let's get it. All right. So, remember I told y'all the steps. I'm gonna go over the steps and tell you the details that you need to know about the steps, right? Now, mind you, each step I give you is needed to go to the next step. So you can't skip steps. All right? All right, the first step is credibility and fundability. That's what I call it. Credibility and fundability. How credible your business is and how fundable your business is. Right? And this step, step one, is the most important by far. Okay? It's the most important by far. Okay? The perception lenders, vendors, and creditors have of your business is critical to your ability to build strong business credit. Before applying for business credit, a business must ensure it meets or exceeds all lender credibility standards. There are over 20 credibility points that are necessary for a business to have a strong, credible foundation. And it's all about how you set your business up, right? It's how you set your business up. So when they look at your business from out there, they're looking at your business they want to see certain things. Well, first thing, let's start with the business name, right? So it's very important that you use your exact business legal name, okay? Exact is key to this. So ensure your business name is exactly the same on your corporation papers, licenses, and bank statements. So your business name, you're going to go to the Secretary of State. In Georgia, it costs $100. Every state is different, right? Every state is different. In Georgia, it costs $100. You register your business name, necessary to build business credit. When you apply for your business name, they're going to ask you to select an entity. You can build business credit with almost any corporate entity type. If you truly want to separate business from your personal credit, your business must be a separate legal entity, not a sole proprietor or partnership. Okay? So make sure that when you set up your business, you select it to be a corporation or an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation, so that you can separate your liability, you can separate yourself from this business. Okay? EIN number. Okay, I'm not going to talk that much about the EIN number, but I'm going to tell you the two things that you need to know. One, you can't build business credit without an EIN number. And two, it's free. So don't go pay for an EIN number. All right. If you got questions about the EIN number, you can ask me whatever you need. Right. Okay. Business address. This is crucial. Crucial. There are three options, only three options when selecting what your business address should be. And mind you, we're setting up this information to make our business look credible. We don't actually have to be credible. We just have to look like we're credible. Okay? And so when selecting your business address, there are three options. The first option is must be a real brick and mortar building, right? But that's not always that cannot always be the case, right? So, but you definitely need a place that you can accept packages. The second option is to have a virtual office address. Now, a lot of my clients choose the virtual office address because um, if you use your home address, then that's the last resort. If you use your home address, your business address is public information, right? So some people just want to have their home where they have their family at and all that, not in public eye, right? So a lot of my clients they get the virtual office address for as low as $50 a month, and then you got a nice address and looking all nice to the lender, okay? The home address is the last resort. Now, the home address is the last resort because lenders and creditors don't perceive home-based businesses as being credible, but they look at it as on a case-by-case basis, right? So if you're doing hair for in the house, well, shoot, they might be able to. They making some loot down there. They probably gonna be able to pay this invoice, right? Now, see, they're looking for fraud type of stuff, right? So on the other side of that coin, let's say you're a trucking company, you got all these trucks. Well, it might not be feasible that you can house all these trucks at your residence, right? And another thing to know though is that on your Dun and Bradstreet credit report is a Google Maps picture of your business address. So they're looking right at your business when they're trying to decide, does this make sense? Is this making sense? This business that they say they are they gonna pay this bill? And they're looking right at your front door. Okay. All right. So you need a a deliverable physical address. It cannot be a P.O. box. It cannot be a UPS address. Okay? Some lenders will approve and fund unless this criteria is met. Okay? If y'all got some questions, write them down. I'm gonna ask y'all for questions in a minute. All right. Okay, so this is my go-to for virtual office addresses. The Vinci Virtual Office Solutions. If you go to this website, businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors, you'll see the Da Vinci logo, um, and there's the telephone number, a name of a person to ask for, and there's some verbiage to tell her. Okay, and the thing to know about these virtual office companies, there's a whole bunch of them, and some of them will give you the same exact address as they already gave 500 other businesses. You don't want that. You want a unique business address. Da Vinci will do that for you. Unique business addresses. What they do is they send a specific form over to the post office, which which has them generate a unique address for this business name, and that's what you want. Okay, Da Vinci Virtual Office Solution. Okay, business phone. You must have a dedicated business phone number that is listed with the 411 directory assistance under the business name. And when you do that, it connects the address as well with the telephone. So lenders, they think that credible businesses got a local telephone number that is listed with 411 directory and they will check it. Period. So don't skip this step. Don't skip none of these steps. Lenders, vendors, creditors, and even insurance providers will verify that your business is listed with 411. A toll-free number will give your business credibility, but you must have this local number. Okay? So this is how it goes down. When you're on that application, they're gonna ask you for your business number. That business number that you put in there, they're gonna see if it's listed. Okay? If it's listed, cool, boom. You don't get a red flag. If it's not listed, you can get a red flag quick. Okay? And they don't have to tell you why. Okay? Now, let's say your number's listed. Check. Boom. Now, having an 800 number and having a fax number in those places that they're asking for information means now you're looking more like a business. Right? You look, oh, they look like they're doing a little bit. They might be doing something over there. They got their number listed. They got an 800 number. They got a fax number. Now you're looking a little bit better, right? Okay. So make sure you got that local telephone number, right? Okay. A cell phone or a home line telephone number that's your main business number could get you flagged as an unestablished business that is too high of a risk. Don't give a personal cell phone or residential phone as the business phone number. Okay? You can forward a virtual number to any cell or landline number. Okay? This is my go-to for getting your local number that's listed. Okay? I'm just telling you the stuff that work for sure. There's different ways to do it, but I'm just telling you the ones that I know for real, for real. And you don't have to worry about it. Oh, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. This stuff right here will work. Freedom Voice, Ring Central, Vonage, Freedom Voice. They're gonna charge you. This is my go-to. Freedom Voice. They're gonna charge you $9.95 a month for a local telephone number. You add on $3 a month for listing it with the National 411 directory. So you got at least spend 13. Then you can add an 800 number and a fax number for under $20 a month. Okay? That's worth the investment. Okay. Freedom Voice. And you can check that on my website as well. Get the telephone number at businesscreditbuild.us/vendors. Okay. Website, business website, and email. Lenders and creditors will deny you if you don't have a website. Spend time and money necessary to ensure your business website is professionally designed and works well. My company, MediaNet USA, has a program that's called the Small Business Web Hosting Package. It is all inclusive, which means I do everything. You don't have to do nothing. It includes domain registration, 12 months web hosting, website design, monthly updates, unlimited email, expert customer support, internet consultation. Just schedule a free business credit consultation and we can talk about setting up your website today. All right. The plan started at 350. 350 that'll cover you for a whole year. All right. For a nice professional website. All right. Okay. Email. It is important to get a company email. Now, when you get your website, your email should come with your website. Don't go and get your email like from a whole separate source than where you got your website. Your email should be included with the hosting package when you got your website. Okay. So basically, this is just common sense stuff with the email. Lenders don't want to see you doing business from your AOL account. Okay. They want to see you doing business from your business account, right? Which would be your name at yourbusinessname.com, right? That's just some common sense stuff. They don't want to see you doing business from a free email service. They want to see you do business from your business URL. Okay? Okay, so avoid using free email services like Yahoo and Hotmail and don't use Party Chick or Big Booty Judy at Yahoo. Okay? That's some common sense stuff. Fax number. We talked about the fax number. I'm skipping that, right? Okay, you got to have a bank account. Okay? Now, if you're a business, lenders will expect you to have a bank account, okay, for your business. Your business banking history is vital to your future success of being able to secure larger business loans. The date you open your business bank account is the day that lenders consider your business to have started. So, if you incorporated your business 10 years ago, but you just opened your business bank account yesterday, then your business just started yesterday as far as lenders are concerned. The longer your business banking history, the better your borrowing potential will be. Okay, licensing. One of the most common mistakes when building business credit for your company is non matching business addresses on your business licenses. Okay? So, a business might have their license and stuff, but they got an old address on there. They can get denied and they do not have to tell you why. Okay? Even worse is not having the required licenses for your type of business to operate legally. You will need to contact the state, county, and city government offices to see if there are any required licenses, and permits to operate your type of business. Okay? Business listings. Okay? Business listings. Take time to verify that main agencies, state, IRS, bank, 401 National Directory have your business listed the same way and with your same exact legal name and address. Okay? So take time to ensure that every bill that you get power bill, phone bill, landlord, etc., has the business name listed correctly and comes to the business address. Now, for existing businesses, right, I would go on because they're going to do this. They're going to go right to Google and they're going to put your business name in. They're going to try to find you, right? Now, if they find you with different addresses and different telephone numbers, then now that's a flag. Now they're thinking, damn, where are they? Are they at this address, that address? And they're gonna be, they're not calling you up. They might not. You can't expect them to be like, yo, what address are y'all? No, they're gonna be like, oh no, that's a red flag. Next application. That's how it goes. That's how you can expect it to go. There are exceptions, right? But they're gonna look at their application. They looking for red flags. They looking for reasons not to give out credit or risk money, right? They're looking for reasons. Okay. Any questions on setting up your business? The most important piece of building business credit, credibility, fundability. Any questions? You can open up your mic. You can put it in the chat. Let me see. Now you see how long it took me to do that, right? That's how important it is. That's how important it is. Let me see. All right. James, he's a travel advisor. All right. Big up to James, a travel advisor. Hell yeah. This business credit could definitely work for a travel advisor. No doubt about it. All right. Okay. No questions. Step two.
I have a
Okay.
question.
All right. Go ahead, James. Run it.
I have want to change my name. Um, how would that affect me? Otherwise, I have LLC, and I have my current LLC, but I want to change the name of the travel business, and that be a more appealing. So that's the reason I want to change it. And do I need to get a separate LLC for that if I change the name?
You know what?
Or be it can I be a sub part of the overall business already?
All right. This is what I got to say about that. Right. First of all, I strongly discourage it because
Mm-hmm.
it can confuse some stuff down the line.
Yeah,
Now,
that's what I'm thinking.
depending on the state, I think you can change. Depending on the state, I think each state is different. So they got ways that you could change the name legally and all that stuff, and it be amended in the amendments and all that stuff, right? Um, but straight up and down, I'm weary about the changing of the name. I would probably, depending on how long the business has been in business, that's significant too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it hasn't been in business more than a year, then I just get a whole new name and run it fresh new.
Yeah, it's been over a year. That's what I'm at. That's why
Oh yeah, how many years?
over 10 years. 10 years.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I would try to keep that, right? Preferably using the same name, but I understand about name changes. So I would check out if you really want to do it, you go to the Secretary of State, see what they do in your state regarding change that
Okay,
name. But then when you change that name, every place else where that other name was and address,
has to be
it all
changed.
got to be changed.
Right, exactly.
Every place.
Because
Because you don't want people to come up on your stuff and it's like, oh, what? Hold on. I thought it was, you know what I mean?
yeah, I agree. I miss because that was challenged because I was trying to figure out if I'm trying to get credit. I mean,
Right.
credit card, business credit card.
Okay.
I never had a business credit card. I always used my, been back and forth. Uh,
Okay.
so get a business credit card. They wanted to see some kind of, like I said, some history. And if my website's changed already to the new name, So I'm having that's going to be a conflict right there. I see.
Well, the website name that doesn't have much to do with it. But what has to do with it on the website is what's listed on the contact page, right? So,
Right, right. Okay, that's what you're saying. So I can have the website change. I can see sales, maybe see
right,
I can say
you
organization. I guess
right,
uh, the little name I'm trying to attract people to see part of the as a part of the JS marketing group. You know what I mean?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I can probably get
That's
around with
cool.
that. Yeah, and still have the website in place.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay. So now that we got the name set up, we got the address set up. That's what we covered so far. We covered making your business credible in the eyes of the lender. All those little steps. And what those steps is like the easy stuff to do. I mean, but it's the most important, no doubt about it. Okay. Now we want to understand the use of the business credit reports. Okay. Business credit reports are offered by Experian, Dun& Bradstreet, and Equifax. You will first want to get a copy of your business credit reports to see what is being reported. First, we'll need to see what's on there already, right? But basically, as you build your business credit, you want, and like when you got those trade lines and you make a payment to one, right? They're going to send that thing to the credit reporting agencies, right? You want to pull your credit report so that you can make sure that this company sent your trade line to them accurately and timely, right? And the key is they don't do that good. they, they don't do that good at all, okay? So you got to be on them, pulling your business credit reports to make sure that they sent it right, okay? And see, the reason why they don't do that good is because they're not putting money into after the sale transactions. You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's important to be pulling your business credit reports from all three: Experian, Dun& Bradstreet, Equifax, all right? And you have to learn how to read your credit reports. The credit reports ain't easy to read. You got to learn how to read them so that you can know how to go forward with building your business credit, right? Because like when you have a trade line that's listed on the business credit report, it don't say the name of the businesses. It categorizes your transactions, and then you have to use the process of elimination to determine, okay, that new one, I know what that new trade line is, right? So that's so this business credit thing is thinking. It's more thinking than anything. Thinking and doing regular stuff. Set up an account, paying it, pull the credit reports, read the credit reports to know what to do next, right? Okay. Credit reports. Okay. So Dun& Bradstreet. Dun& Bradstreet is the biggest joint. You got to make sure you got a DUNS number. The DUNS number is a identifying number relating directly to your business and the address. It's crucial, the address here. Okay. So, obtaining a DUNS number begins the process of beginning your business credit profile with them. Okay. This is how Dun& Bradstreet does it. The other companies, they don't do it this way. Dun, the DUNS number will also play an important role in enabling your business to borrow without a personal guarantor. So, like applications that ask for your DUNS number, that means they most likely report to Dun& Bradstreet. And having your DUNS number means I'm set up and you know exactly where to send my information to. Okay? That's what that is. Right? So you got to get a free DUNS number. Um, okay. Um, okay, so Dun& Bradstreet, they offer different things, right? And all these companies, all they do, what they're in business of doing is gathering information, compiling it into different reports, and selling it. For our use, it's getting the business credit report for our company, right? Other uses are the companies that's looking like a car dealership. They got an account with the agencies to give them the ability to look at your credit and see whether or not you qualify for credit, right? That costs way more. But for us, we just need the business credit report. Okay. All right. I think I just rambled a little bit. Okay. But anyway, uh, Experian has this small business reports. Okay. It costs, and basically these costs about $100 a month for each one of these. All right. So when I consult you, I'm gonna make sure I got the most effective way to pull these business credit reports. All right. That's one of the benefits of having a consultant like myself is to guide you through when to pull the credit reports, how to pull them, because sometimes I get these good deals. Otherwise, if you go straight to these companies, they're going to tax you. Sometimes we got to go straight to these companies. Okay, so you find out at Experian, you can find out how many trade lines are reporting. See if you have a business credit score assigned. See if you have an active Experian business profile and check on recent inquiries. Okay. Equifax. Equifax has the Equifax Small Business Credit Report. Theirs costs $99.95 for a full report. Okay. So that's the information you need to know about the business credit reports. You definitely need them. You can't build business credit without them. It's like the map, right? It's like the map on getting to where you want to go, right? Okay. Step three. Step three, vendor accounts. Now, this step right here, we're gonna we're gonna actually start building credit now. We're gonna actually start doing something. But you see all that stuff I already talked to you about. You need that before you even get here. Okay? Before you get here, you need all that already set up correctly and understand this thing with the business credit reports. Okay, so now we're gonna get vendor accounts, and this is not easy because one, we gotta find companies that are gonna give us credit where we have no credit, and they gotta be able to report to the business credit reporting agencies. First of all, not that many companies is giving us credit when we have no credit, and only 10% of all businesses in the United States even report to the business credit reporting agencies because they're under high guidelines and restrictions to be even able to report. Okay? So, boom. But I got you, right? So, net 30. We're going to get these net 30 accounts. They're just going to. So, now, let's say we're a fresh new business. We don't have no credit, nothing, right? Now, what we need to do is set up a credit profile. And we do that easily with net 30 accounts without using your social. A business credit report can be started much the same as a consumer report commonly is with small amounts of credit. The business can be approved for small credit amounts to help them build an initial credit profile. These types of initial accounts in the business world are commonly referred to as vendor credit or net 30 accounts. And some businesses will approve your company for net 30 payment terms upon verification of as little as an EIN number and a 411 listing. All right. Now, this is how we jumpstart our credit profile. Because when you start out, you don't have a credit profile. It's blank, ain't nothing. Right. So now we're going to put something on there to open it up and say, hey, we here. Right. Okay. So here goes some real starter vendor accounts. You should be grabbing your pen now and writing them down. Or you can check out the YouTube replay tomorrow. Okay, here are some vendors who will approve you for initial credit even if you have none now. Maverick Office Supply is the first spot you go to. Okay? Maverick Office Supply. That's the easiest credit trade line you gonna get. Okay? They're gonna approve you just because you got an EIN number and your number is listed with 411 directory. JJ Gold is good. The CEO creator. Y'all can go to this website, businesscreditbuilder.us/vendors. And if there's a link on there, then that's the homeboy hookup, right? There's Granger. Here goes a new one. This is a brand new one. Brand spanking new. Coast to coast office supply. Easy. Uline. Y'all already know about Uline. Okay? Now, always apply without using your social. Some vendors will request it, and some will even tell you on the phone they need to have it, but submit first without it. When your first three net 30 accounts reports your trade line to Dun and Bradstreet, the Dun system will automatically generate a pay that score for your business. Now, the pay that score is is your credit score that the lenders look at to determine your credit worthiness. So at Dun and Bradstreet, first we got that Dun's number. So when three vendors have submitted reports using that Dun's number, then Dun and Bradstreet will give you a pay that score. If those three first trade lines report to Dun and Bradstreet, if you paid all three of them on time, then they will give you about a 76 pay that score. Pay that score is from 0 to 100. They'll give you about a 76. Now you need to be over 80. Over 80 pay that score. That's where you need to be. So those first three paid on time, then you got about a 76. All right. So only you got a little bit more um positive experiences to get over 80. Okay. Boom. Pay your net 30 vendor accounts in full and on time. You must be patient and allow time for the vendors' reporting cycles to get into the reporting systems. It typically takes about 3 cycles. Okay. So about 3 months, you can get this jump started. All right. So the first goal. Okay, hold on. Some vendors require an initial prepaid order before they can approve your business for terms. Uline is like that. Uline does that, right? You need to have a total of at least 5 net 30 payday accounts reporting. So that's the first goal right now, to get 5 net 30 accounts. 3 reporting to Dun and Bradstreet, 1 to Experian, 1 to Equifax. Now we rolling. That's why we got the car. Check out the car. He got the number 5 on it. He got the smoke. But check out his face. He's like, yo, I got credit. We rolling. Let's go to the next step. Once you got 5 trade lines and establishing using vendor credit accounts, obtaining revolving accounts is the next step. Revolving accounts are cards a business owner can use and not be required to pay the full balance owed each month. This is where you want to be at the revolving joints. All right. Um, Most stores would not approve a business owner for business credit unless the owner has an established credit profile and score. Just like in the consumer world, vendor accounts must be used first to establish a profile and score. Then store credit can be obtained. It usually takes about 90 days or less, okay, to get it going with these 5, right? Okay. So most major stores do offer business credit, including Home Depot, Lowe's, Office Depot, Staples, Best Buy, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, Amazon, Dell, Apple, BP, Chevron, Racetrack. and a whole bunch more. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You can do it. All right. Stored revolving credit must be obtained before the business owner can get Visa, Mastercard, Amex type of cards. So, like for James, you're trying to get business credit cards. That's what's going to help your business the best, I see. Right? So you could do some traveling, do some advertising, right? You could go to locations and just spot check them, right? You need a credit card on deck, right? So, in order for you to get approved for a business credit card, you need to have at least 10 trade lines on your business credit, okay? With a pay that score that's over 80, okay? Once 10 accounts are on the credit, a business owner can then start applying for Visa, Mastercard, Amex type credit. Approval amounts will be equivalent to the highest credit limit account on the business report. Try to have 10 accounts with at least one of them having a $10,000 high limit. So, this is what you do. When you get these revolving accounts, you pick one of them and you use it more often. When they see about three payments that you paid on time, that's my strategy. When I pay them about three times on time, then I call them and ask for an increase. You want to call them and ask for an increase all the time. You keep calling them, asking for increases. They'll increase you if you've been paying on time. Okay? Because when you go to the credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, Amex, and they approve you, then they're going to match your highest account. Okay? Your highest limit available. Right? Okay. So it is essential to keep using the credit, keep applying for more, and talk with credit providers to raise credit limits. If you do this, business credit will keep growing until higher credit lines are obtained within 6 to 12 months. So people ask me, how long does it take to build business credit? The, Everybody does this different, right? Because it's on how each individual goes and gets an account, makes a purchase, pays it, right? So everybody does it different. But if you're doing the steps with me, you can get it done in 12 months. Ain't no shortcuts. I'm not teaching you, I'm not teaching you the shortcuts. All right. The shortcuts ain't good anyway. Okay. I'm teaching you how to do it for real. Okay. Um, no skipping steps, 10 trade lines, high limit of 10,000. Cash business accounts will match your highest credit limit reported on your credit profile. MasterCard, Visa, American Express, loans, and credit lines. Okay, check this out. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna tell you something, right? So that like most people when they have a business and they want to get some money, they go to the bank, right? And the bank declines them because they don't have the three C's, right? So, in the recent years, within about 10 years or so, there's been these new companies that want to get the business that has been getting declined at the banks. So, of all the businesses that go to a commercial bank and try to get money, 80% of all those people get declined. So, there are alternative lenders that are trying to help these people that are getting declined, right, with alternative financing. So, let's go over some of them because it's good to understand how they're thinking, right? So when the big banks can't help, we can. So I'm like a loan broker. I got hundreds of legitimate lenders. I already know what the qualifications are. The deal is to let me help you get qualified, okay, for what you're trying to do, okay? Cash flow financing, cash flow, and I'm gonna go over these real quick. Cash flow financing is the most important, is the most popular type of alternative funding today. These are cash advances that look at bank account management for approval. So if your business deposits $3,000 each month per each month in your bank account, then you can qualify for some money. Now, I'm going to tell you that these cash flow financing options is not for everybody. All right, it's for existing businesses that run into a situation, right? They need to make payroll Friday, or a piece of equipment broke down. They need to get enough. They need to get it fixed, or whatever it is. They need to do it right now, and that's what happens with businesses all the time. So my lending partner for these type of cash flow financing is David Allen Capital. You go to my website, go to business loans, you'll find that David Allen Capital, and you can get qualified from your phone real quick, right? Depending on how much money you make per month, it's going to send you to the lending agency, right? Giggle Finance, Biddy Advance, Bank Breezy, all right? Those are the three lenders that David Allen Capital uses, okay? So that one is quick. What you need to know is that when you fill out this quick application, and you're going to tell them all your information, then they're going to send you an email so that you can connect your bank account. They're not going to do nothing until you connect that bank account. All right. They want to verify that you're getting the money that you say you're getting. So they're gonna go up in your bank account and just see, is he getting that 10,000 a month? All right, he's getting it. Then they're gonna shoot you an offer the next day. Okay. If it's not the same day, it'll be the next day for sure. All right, and you get money quick from them. Collateral-based financing can be obtained if you have some viable collateral to offset what you are borrowing. Even as a startup with bad credit, you can still secure collateral financing if you have collateral. Here goes some types of collateral. Accounts receivable. Accounts receivable is also known as factoring, right? So this is for businesses that can group and sell their invoices, right? So I got a client that they finance their business through factoring, accounts receivable, where they have a truck, they make a delivery, and now they invoice to get paid for that delivery. But then it takes them 30 days to get paid. So then with factoring, they get paid in 24 hours. That's the type of finance I'm talking about there. Purchase orders is for people that have government contracts. You got a government contract, the bank ain't messing with you, but there are alternative lenders that'll say, look, oh, that government contract, I know that check clearing. So what you need? You see what I'm saying? So there's companies that's gonna hook you up that way. Stocks, bonds, 401ks. If you have investments like that, then they will give you a business loan that does not affect your investment. Revenue lending, inventory and equipment. If you have equity in your home, you can get a business loan. For insurance agents, they have what they call a book of business. That's their list of clients. All right. So that's collateral based financing. Now, for businesses that they don't have the three C's, but they got some good personal credit. Okay. This is for if you got good personal credit. The Credit Line Hybrid Program. You can find out more information about the Credit Line Hybrid Program by going to businesscreditbuilder.us/get funding. This is how it works. You need a 685 FICO score, right? 685 or better. Then what they're going to do is look at your personal credit, and then they're going to look at your personal credit, the highest revolving account that you have. Let's say you got a Home Depot account, and you got The limit is 30,000, right? So what the credit line hybrid program is going to do is going to give you up to 5 credit cards with $30,000 on them, not to exceed $150,000 in 3 weeks. Okay? So you need that 685 or better. This is for people that got good personal credit. This is our credit card stacking program. If you did this on your own, you might get approved at the first one, but then those second ones, the third ones, and all that, they'll definitely deny you because they saw the first one. We have a system, a systematic process to make this happen. You're not gonna find this way to fund your business anyplace else. Okay? All right. Credit line hybrid. And the credit cards you get are usually 0% for up to 6 to 18 months. This is no dot funding, so it's really good for startups. Okay, and the accounts, the business accounts, are report to the credit reporting agencies. Okay, now as a funding broker, I got access to other alternative financing as well. Private money is also available if you have good tax returns. Venture capital and equity financing. That's like the Shark Tank guys where they give you a whole bunch of money, but they take an equity in your business, right? You know about crowdfunding. You can even get specialized funding to buy equipment, signs, and vehicle wraps. Okay? So there are companies that only give loans to buy equipment, and trucks and fleets of trucks are equipment, and all the machinery that goes in a business. Okay? Now, check this out. We're getting ready to get out of here. Christine, this is one of my clients, right? She got all of these approvals in 6 months, but not everybody could do this. Okay. She's able to do this because her husband is a truck driver. She's a stay-at-home mom, right? So she at the crib doing business credit all day, right? Every day. Sprint 2,000, Amazon 4,500, Track Supply 5,000, Exxon 5, Fuelman Fleet 6,000, BJ 7, BP 8, Lowe's 10, Apple 12 5, Shell 15. Whew. This is over. This list here is over $250,000. And you can do it step by step process. Just like I told you. Just like I told you. All right. I got more information at my social medias, right? The blog is off the chain. Go to businesscreditbuilder.us/blog. And the podcast is called Business Credit is Real. Okay? Anybody got any questions? This is your chance to ask questions about business credit, whatever you need to ask. Make sure you get a free guide on how to build business credit, and schedule a free business credit consultation. All right? And that's how we do it. Anybody got any questions before we get out of here? I'm glad y'all took the time out, and I hope I didn't waste your time. Was this information useful, or did I
Yes.
waste your time?
You know, waste my time.
Claim that I saw is that Donald Trump was engaged.
All right, all right. I appreciate that, James. I'm glad you stuck in there. Anna, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Everybody, y'all can shoot me emails. I'm gonna put the recording of this up on the YouTube so you can check it out. You know what I mean? Uh, share it with your peoples. All right. All right, everybody. If you don't have no questions, y'all's quiet. Except for James. James came in there and shit. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. All right. Peace. Let me see if I can get out of here. Oh, I gotta stop the share. All right. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Have a good day. Peace.